because everything's just a little bit different. And then you start going around corners and you have two bands there, and it gets really, and so you'll have guys that'll go and they'll put the rails up and you'll come back and it'll look cattywampus, and it usually is. So we just have a rule that the middle of the middle rail lines up with the line. On the top rail needs to be, since it's on the top, it goes above the line. So that's my kind of moniker. We'll just run the nut out just so you don't have to go. And then you can stick it in there, it's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
So this makes a really big difference when you have a 2-hole rail and you're trying to make a nice bend. You've seen some big old fat lazy loops and they're sloppy and just, they're nasty. So it doesn't matter quite as much here, but we can still look tidy. We step on this and then just wrap it right back around like that. And we can keep going, although it doesn't matter, but we got this nice little kink and we can actually make that kink real nice. We can fold this over almost parallel with this and it looks really tidy. So, all right, we can stick that in. And that's how that's supposed to work. And we do not get crazy with these.
I usually do.
We get snug.
Flat, but it's all you.
I tell my guys to get snug because you can actually bend this post that way pretty severely.
Oh, yeah.
So, snug.
Is that good enough?
Yep, I like that. Yep, it's good. I think that's an F sharp. 116. We'll go 116 1/4, so 113 1/4. That one's good. Okay, chop that one. Same thing, 116 1/4. Ooh, okay, I got it. Right there. And the rule, middle of the middle rail to the middle of the line. No, I think we'll be all right. Same thing on this one, wherever our line is. Okay. We're gonna go so you can just put it in the rail and then move it into place or get it close. And we're gonna put the middle of the rail on that line. On that line. So as we go down, it's really important on angled stuff to measure right about where the rail is going to be, because as you go down, it'll change the length of the rail significantly. And now you can see how that transition is really nice because we turned the top one upside down. If you had that backwards, you'd have 1.5 inches difference between this one and this one, and it'd look all wonky. Half-inch socket for anything that you're doing to assemble the fence, 9/16 socket for gates, 3/4 for big gate stuff. Those are basically the 3 main sizes in chain link fence. So if you've got 3 of those, and then you'll have sometimes they're like 5/8, and they'll throw in one just to screw you up and make you go all the way back to your truck, and it kind of drives you nuts. So this is what my guys designed, be it right, wrong, or indifferent, and basically does the same thing. Other ways to bend truss rods, if you forget, would be take a couple pieces of top rail, put it on both sides, and then fold it in half. But you're never going to get a bend as nice as that by doing that. So right now we're probably a little overbent. We can just unbend that a touch, and then we'll do this one. So 2 different types of benders, both of them work great. And they're perfect every time. So I like to, every one of our trucks has truss rod benders on it. We don't like to use pipe ever if we don't have to. So anybody want to give this a try? Either one? No? Okay, I got it. Don't worry. Don't everybody jump. It's good, I got it. I haven't, you guys are like, understand I haven't done anything in a long time, so I probably need this just to remind me.
We're here to help you.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Where can you buy that bender?
On our website, www.swi.com, or SWI Fence actually for the tools, but yeah, we make them. You can take a picture of it, build one, I don't care. But we have them on there just in case somebody wants to buy one. And this is, it's got one more run. You'll see people that'll run it past. I don't think that's tidy. I think that's a cut rate thing. There's people that'll try and wrap corners and stuff without tying off, and chain link, in the chain link world, that's a pretty sloppy way of doing things. This actually needs to come up. Yeah, I pulled it down just so I could tie it. This works best. There you go.
That's just low carbon wire, isn't it?
Really thick, low carbon.
Yeah.
7 gauge. Yeah, it worked.
Not the prettiest, but it works.
That's warm. Okay. What?
He had asked if there was a minimum amount of twists you have to have on that.
I've never, ever had anybody count that or care.
5 is my rule of thumb, but that's just a personal preference.
On 7 gauge tension wire, I'm good with 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Yep. I've never seen it come unwrapped, ever. Why don't you tighten this down, just kind of clamp it together, just give us a little, so it'll move a little bit. There you go.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
But don't do it. You have to retie that bottom there.
We'll go this way, and then it'll make a big mess of it, and we're not going to do that. It's not fun to do it once. Why would I want to do it twice? This one's a little, my bar's longer on mine, and my pipe's just a touch longer.
Who's this?
It's the guy that didn't show up to help me. That's
Where is
his.
he?
I have no idea. He's judging the crap out of something. There must have been a lot to discuss. I should snap one of these off so you can find out how much fun that is too. Just go a little too tight. That's easy to do. You can only go so tight because eventually you're going to pull all these tension crimps out. You just need, I mean, this is pretty tight. What this is, this just keeps the fabric from getting pushed out of something like, you know, Fido or whatever. It's just a security barrier.
All right, so on this bias, I don't know how to describe it other than just show you. So I gotta go through this spot right here. So everywhere where there's a cut wire, we're gonna push this over, and our tension bar is gonna go right between the 2 wires. And it definitely helps to have 2 people.
Yeah.
Because your wire will slide down as you slide your tension bar down, and it'll start locking in your tension bar.
Don't you normally put all your bands on?
I put them on as I go.
Oh, you put them
If I put them on all first, they always get in my way.
Okay.
So my height of my chain link, I want this to be center of this rail. So I hold it up and he's gonna tighten that first one so it'll stay for me. We've also got a little tool down there. We call it a top rail dresser, and then it can help us hold this up while we're tying this off at the correct height.
What do y'all do, every 5 or 4?
Should be, so your tension band spacing should be every 4.5 diamonds.
Oh.
And that'll help you figure out how many tension bands you should have on the height of fence you have. So this 6-foot fence, we should have 5 tension bands on. 5 foot tall, we should have 4. A lot of times what you see in specs is like 14 or 15 inch spacing between tension bands. Should work out to be about 4.5 diamonds. 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 diamonds. So I should be right there.
We did a place up not far from us that works with Iron Planet.
We'll touch the top real quick and see if I can get the bottom to come in here.
Two jacks right there at a band. I don't know if that hurts or anything. Or a marking post anyways. I guess it's for a band.
So I stretch it and then I check it. Yeah, this one's
Make it tough to get done.
this is, well, yeah, we'll get it. It'll be a little tough to pull down. It's not ideal. Yes, easy ties. Easy ties. Love yourself, love your body, use only easy ties. Yeah, so on these metal posts over here, those are easy twist ties. You tie them with the drill, no spinning the wrist, killing your wrist. You want to jump on this, pull it down, and I'll... It's like a $60-70 little drill bit thing. Here's another guy.
That's pretty good.
See how it's doing? So I do a little squeeze on the wire. See how much I can get this wire to come in. You don't want snare drum tight. You want some slack in it.
So was this be about what you want, or?
I think that's about what we want.
Okay.
When I do the bias and I tie it off, more than likely I'm going to end up putting a little bit of slack back in it. And on this little run, I'd probably want to be a little on the tight side right now.
Yeah, because over time it's just going to be.
Yeah.
Plus when you
So now we've got tension on it, we can actually see how our bias did up here.
This is where I was wondering whether I was doing right or not on the...
So that we're tight on the top. We're tight on bottom. That's a good bias. Same as always, we want the same tension on the top as we do at the bottom.
Now them
If I'm a little loose on the bottom and I'm tight on top, I'm gonna sleep fine.
Mine is cutting them off.
Got our tension bar in. We're pretty close. Need to just tighten it up a little bit on the top. Might have to pull on that pole jack just a little bit more.
ours is something like that, just a little bit different. We used.
I'm gonna go right here. Let's go below. Right there. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. About right in there. We'll go. So today for class, we were demonstrating to people how to build chain link fence, commercial chain link fence. So we showed them how to eyesight line and height for their posts. We showed them how to construct bracing, bottom tension wire, and how to stretch that bottom tension wire, truss rods, tools that made bending the truss rods easier. And then we went up this hill behind us here and we performed a bias cut on the chain link fence. Pulled our chain link tight down the hill, stretched it, did another bias cut down here, tied the chain link off. We're cutting the chain link fabric to the angle of the hill.
Okay.
So as we're going down, we're actually gaining extra length in this chain link.
I see.
So if we follow this straight down, this diamond chain link, at the bottom here, we're all the way over here. And then we tied our posts. We dressed the height of our chain link on our top rail, and then Stockade was kind enough to lend us a hog ring, air hog ring stapler that they have, and we hog ringed the bottom tension wire.